On a day like this, August 22nd, 1978, Kenya's first president, Jomo Kenyatta, breathed his last. When he breathed his last, he was celebrated globally as an iconic freedom fighter in Africa. It is, however, important to shine a spotlight on the leadership of Jomo Kenyatta. You see, this guy was a preferred candidate of the British when Kenya attained independence. Jomo Kenyatta was to the British what Cote d'Ivoire's first president, Felix Houphouët-Boigny, was to the French. And in the case of France, they were able to have their own preferred presidents, founding presidents, in virtually most of the so-called Francophone Africa. The only exceptions were Mali's Modibo Keita and Guinea's Sékou Touré. And most of the others were more or less French puppets, which is why when France was done with most of them, they would initiate a coup d'etat to kick them out. The British didn't follow that route. The British were a lot more surreptitious. They were a lot more subtle. But they still had their own ways of ensuring that a lot of those first presidents in the former British colonies were also puppets. Now, when you look at Jomo Kenyatta, there's a reason why he fell out with the Mau Mau. There's a reason why great Mau Mau leaders were not his pals, were not his cronies, were ostracized from his administration. When you look at Kenya, when you look at the extrajudicial killings that started to become commonplace under Kenyatta's leadership, from people like Tom Mboya, who was assassinated in cold blood, people like J.M. Kariuki, who was also assassinated in cold blood, that laid the foundation of what Kenyans see today. All these extrajudicial killings, especially of the young people in 2024 and 2025, these things became common because under Kenyatta's administration, those high-profile political assassinations became mainstream as something that an administration, however shadowy the perpetrators are, but an administration can actually preside over. So it's critical for all Africans to shine a spotlight on their founding presidents, because if they don't do so, the faulty foundation that many of these presidents laid